I'm wondering if whenever Bob Iger or Kevin Feige or whoever the exec was that called him and told him, said, Mark Ruffalo, you're fired. So this was a rumor going around last night, and I actually forgot to talk about it. I was checking my bookmarks on stuff, and I was like, oh yes, I forgot all about this. So now that I'm checking, now there are several different columns, different outlets talking about this. And one thing people are already saying is, bring back Norton. I liked him. I think it would work. I've heard that he tends to get in the way a lot, though, in movies. He tends to just go home with the script and come back and totally rewrite scenes. Like, here, I made it better. Those are the things that I've heard. That can be good or bad, depending on how good or bad he is. It can be very intrusive and just, so I don't know if he will be back, but let's check this out. Disney reportedly fired Marvel superstar after controversial Trump speech. Eliminated from Avengers. That would be crazy since his cousin, the She-Hulk, has quit on her own. And that would be crazy that her cousin was fired. Mark Ruffalo went hard at the 2026 Golden Globes. Oh, God. Here we go. Either he got an award or in between presenting or whatever, he felt as though it was his soapbox to talk politics. Why do people do this to themselves? Called President Trump the worst human being in the world. Really? 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 Come on now. Nobody's perfect, but the worst human being in the world? Okay. Spoke out against military aggression and basically said everything your conservative uncle hates hearing at Thanksgiving dinner. Within hours, social media exploded with claims that Disney and Marvel Studios had several ties with the actor, pointing to his political speech as the reason, has severed ties with the actor. I was like, several. I was like, that don't sound right. Pointing to his political speech as the reason behind his alleged firing. Hey, maybe they really are going to come back. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe they really are going to make Doomsday unwoke up as possible. Videos started circulating. Posts went viral, and Marvel fans collectively panicked about losing their beloved Hulk over some red carpet comments. The rumors spread so fast that people started treating them as confirmed fact, sharing articles and hot takes about Disney's supposed decision to cut Ruffalo loose. Here's the problem, though. None of it's actually true. Okay, so he's not fired. So maybe they are going to continue to woke stuff up. There's zero official confirmation from Disney, Marvel Studios, or any legitimate entertainment trade publication that Ruffalo has been fired or dropped from future MCU projects. Yeah, that don't mean it's not true, though. We've had listen, I've been doing this for 14 years now almost. Like that doesn't mean it's not true. It could be. It could be not. I like to speculate. So we'll have to wait for confirmed word. But for years, we've heard different stuff that was never confirmed, and then it came out confirmed. You know what I mean? So who knows? The whole thing appeared to be a perfect storm of political tension. Old jokes taken out of context, existing confusion about the Hulk's MCU future, and maybe a dash of wishful thinking from people who wanted Ruffalo canceled years ago. Let's break down what actually happened versus what the internet decided happened. Ruffalo didn't hold back at the Golden Globes red carpet. He spoke out against military aggression and interventionism, pushing for humane action and global peace over conflict and violence. I was just going to say something, but then he actually then he went directly at Trump, calling him the worst human being in the world, and accusing him of disregarding international law. Ruffalo said that the current political situation didn't feel like America anymore, and that staying silent wasn't an option that he could live with. Strong words, especially at a high-profile Hollywood event with cameras everywhere. Not exactly surprising coming from Ruffalo, though, who's been vocal about progressive politics for years. Yes, he has been. He's never been shy about that. I remember people were making fun of him for that post that he made where he was like, he said something. I guess he thought it was noble or whatever. And he had the picture from the side with his head down or whatever and his eyes looking away type of thing. And people were clowning the hell out of him for that. He's never been shy about sharing his views. And even when they generate backlash from conservative audiences and right-wing media outlets, the speech gave his critics fresh ammunition within hours. Social media lit up with posts claiming Disney had fired him, cut his contract, or completely removed him from future Marvel projects. Some posts linked directly to the Golden Globes speech as the reason. Others suggest Disney is distancing themselves from Ruffalo's politics to avoid controversy. According to Otaku Cart, these firing claims lack the credibility, sources, or verification. No official statements from Disney or Marvel Studios, no coverage from major entertainment. Like I said, it doesn't matter. Like Variety. See, that's why I always make the joke about Variety and say, Variety! Because when I started first really heavily covering certain movie news, if I got it from anywhere that wasn't Variety or the Hollywood Reporter or something, it had a high possibility of being false. No matter who said it, no matter who wrote it, nothing. If it ain't in Variety, it's false until Variety says so. That's why we say, I got this from Variety because nobody's better than Variety. I don't believe it, Tyrone, unless it came from Variety. Where did you get this? Source, please! Did you get this from Variety? It's ridiculous. I'm only here to speculate, not say that something is 100% fact. So I speculate. If I hear a rumor that I think is interesting, I talk about it. That's how it works. The Hollywood Reporter, or Deadline, nothing concrete backing up the allegations at all. What did I tell you? The Hollywood Reporter, too. I was going to say Deadline, too. No coverage from major entertainment trade publications like Variety, The Hollywood Reporter, or Deadline. Doesn't mean a lot of the big guys push stuff out later. I've seen that in several situations. I don't know why they're later about it. Maybe they're about really, dotting their I's, crossing their T's, making sure that everything is confirmed from all people and that's a good thing to do. Excuse me. But, a lot of publications is like, as soon as we hear it, we publishing it because it might damn well be true. Because their sources, a lot of times, are very connected. So, So where did this come from? Partly from people who want it to be true. Ruffalo's progressive politics and outspoken activism have made him a target for conservatives who love to see him canceled. The Golden Globes speech gave them a perfect opportunity to spread firing rumors, whether they were real or not. But there's also a hilarious element to what makes the whole situation even messier. The Mark Ruffalo fired thing actually traces back to 2018, a joke that's been haunting the internet ever since. During a Tonight Show appearance with Jimmy Fallon while promoting Avengers Endgame, Ruffalo jokingly spoiled, I knew he was going to talk about him spoiling stuff, the film's title. The Russo Bros, who directed the movie, responded with a tongue-in-cheek social media post saying, "Mark, you're fired." It was obviously a comedy bit, but everyone involved was joking. Everyone involved was joking about it, but screenshots of the Russo brothers tweet started circulating without context years later, and people who didn't know the backstory took it seriously. Now that old joke is getting mixed up with current politic rumors, creating this perfect mess of misinformation. So, I'm not reading the rest. This is really long. That's what she said. Yeah, this is really long. I'll post the link for the full thing. So, people are saying he's fired. People are saying it's not confirmed. That's the rumor. Him trashing Trump. Da 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 da. So he might be. He might not be. I guess we will find out, won't we? That Ryan don't even play your game. Bars. 10 million subscribers. Woo!